What's going on, everybody out there? For those of you who have never met me, never seen me, where the heck have you been? I am Wilson, the Cosmic King Lee. I'm the founder, CEO, and editor in chief of CNS Comics and CNS Publishing. I I'm doing this little video thing here because I get a lot of questions about how you get started doing something like this, what that journey is like, and that's a huge question. I was like, man, how do you even really kind of approach breaking that down, it's always easier when people have specific questions that you can answer. But I figure I can just kick it with you guys and talk a little bit about the journey and the adventures in indie publishing because I've had a lot, man. It's been a wonderful ride. It's been amazing. The learning is significant. I think that would be the biggest thing. One response I gave to that big giant question was I would just research a lot. Um, I spent a lot of time reading about how to get a comic made and what that process would be like. And I think I say it was all worth it for me. I'm out here doing the things that I love daily. There are local comic book shops in the world now that are carrying CNS Comics books. So I say it's definitely worth betting on yourself and going out there and giving it a try, So it's a lot of work. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to lie. You got to go hard out there for it if you want it. But if you want it, it's worth it. One thing that got me started was the love of actual creation, wanting to create my own product and wanting to be able to control the process, which I found out once I started down that path that was a pretty big apple to bite. But I still say it was worth it. I would start out with figuring out what you want to create, what your comic book company or your publishing house is actually going to represent, right? Like for us here at CNS Comics, I want to break down obstacles and barriers for other creators who don't actually want to go the route of founding their own company and figuring out how to really get the bare bones fleshed up and skinned up into a full body working person. So that was kind of one of the missions that happened along the journey. I started out just wanting to share the Tales of the Stars with people. It's like this massive story stuck in my head that I can never really shake off, man. Like I'm always thinking about it. So um, I guess that was the two big things, I guess, from this first little introduction to the adventures in indie publishing, I would say is find out what you're passionate about, figure out how to put that at the center of what you're doing, um, and let that passion drive you. You can't focus too much on what other people are doing because the thing that's going to make you special is you because you are the most unique thing about what you're doing. Um, and you always got to remember that and kind of be confident in what you're doing and love what you're doing and embrace the highs and lows because the lows are going to come and they're excellent learning opportunities. So I say never waste a good fail. Um, Believe in what you're doing or don't do it. That sort of thing. I mean, it's been a really great adventure for me so far, and it's only just starting. I've been, really excited about the expansion that we've had, the Tonight Show and things like that, and that's all coming from like the boring stuff that happens in the back office, where I'm just reading articles about how blogs work and why they're important and what SEO is and all these things. So I learned how to build websites and just different things when you want to when you really want to do it for yourself, like you find out what doing it for yourself is all about. And I think that learning, you've got to have a passion for it. You got to want to learn new things all the time. That's always been a constant in my life. I'm kind of I'm a nerd like that. I do love to learn new things and new skills, and I love to take on a challenge. And I think if you have some of that in you and a little bit of the crazy, I think you can go a long ways doing what you love, doing what you believe in. I think we've all been sold on this idea that it's easier to do something for someone else for that stability and all that great stuff. But if there's anything I've learned over the last couple years for sure, with everything that's happened around the world, we all know what's going on. Um, it's that you only get one shot at living. Loving something makes it more fulfilling to do, and even the most stable thing isn't really stable. Um, so it's all about where you want to bet. Are you betting on the world or betting on yourself? I guess I'm choosing to bet on me, and you guys give me more and more confidence to do that every day. So uh, I don't know if you guys have any questions about adventures in indie publishing and what it's all about, and what I've been through and what we do daily. Definitely hit me with the specific questions, but every now and then I'm just going to pop up here and just blab your ear off like I'm doing right now and talk about what's been going on in the world of CNS comics and my adventures in indie publishing. Thanks for rocking with me. Look forward to kicking it with you guys again. And don't forget to keep it indie, baby.
Woo!
Why does
Woo!
that keep happening? Where is this guy?
Woo!
He does it every time. We'll get that sorted out. But thanks again.